Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a homebrew 5e D&D D&D stream. We're a D&D stream. We're a bunch of nerds, and we play D&D on stream. We play in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 5 of my friends are brave enough to play in. We have 3 with us at the moment. Amber will be coming tonight in about half an hour or so. Sadly, we are still down a spoot, but next week he has said he is back. So if he's not, hold him to it and call him a liar, because it's his fault. But hello, everyone. Welcome to Nuuli Forged. This is our 113th episode, everyone. Is that crazy?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
We're still alive. Yeah.
It is. And, well, most of your characters are still alive. Most of your original characters are still alive anyway.
Most.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Most being the key word. Well, before we go around and do our introductions, somebody go ahead and roll me a beautiful D20 to give me the prompt for you all to answer this evening.
Roll a 2.
A 2. Nice. Let's see. Oh, this is a bad question.
You want to take the 10?
Great, we'll take the
do
10.
But I'm curious, what's this number 2 question?
It asks if your character is married, and none of your characters are married.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We ditched the married
Then-
guy. He was no fun.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, he's like, I got my husband. I don't need these fuckers. I'm out of here. Let's see. Okay, great. Nope, that's also kind of been answered before.
All right, Sarah, you're up.
All right, I will also roll a d20. I rolled a 3.
Great, I love it.
Do you?
Well, not really, but hey.
You're just
You
gonna
can
say
add up all the
it's
numbers.
stable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it time for a new list?
Perhaps. Let me check out this list here. Oh, okay, great. All right, everyone. Introduce yourself. Introduce your character. Say hello to Mr. Pizza. Hello, Mr. Pizza. Welcome in.
Hey, Mr. Pizza.
It's been a while since they've been here, and they're excited to watch again for a bit. So welcome in, Mr. Pizza.
Woo!
Thanks for coming by. Much appreciated. So, everyone, please answer for me. It is the first the first day of truly good weather that your character has seen in a year. Whatever good weather is for you. What do they do? So
Make some bad weather.
it's been a bad year. Like maybe it's been all sunny, maybe it's been all rainy, depending on whatever it is. It is good weather for you. So with that in mind, take it away. At the top of the stack, we got Mike.
Back in the middle.
Yes, I'm Mike. I play Defect, the Arcanaton Barbarian. And on a very good, beautiful day, you can find Defect. What is he doing?
Feeding the ducks.
I was going to say, like, maybe just walking around. If there's ducks to be fed, sure. Probably just walking around and then also maybe just sitting and just staring out and being totally, I don't know, zen in the moment. Not thinking about anything. That's what you'll be doing.
Fair enough. Next we got Olive.
Hey, that's me. My name is Sarah, and I play Olive, the half-orc moon druid. And on the first really nice day in the year, Olive is probably going to turn into her cat form and take a nap in a sunbeam.
I like it. Sunbeam catnap. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and now for a potentially interesting answer, we go down to Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner, playing Nereus, the Azamar sorcerer. And I would say it'd be like ideally maybe some gusty weather. Go for a boat ride. Speedy one.
Very cool. I
Not
dig
talk
that.
to his dad.
You don't know. Possibly.
Well, that's why we ask the
Maybe.
questions.
Maybe if the boat capsizes, to curse him out.
Fair.
Very cool. Very, very cool. It is a wild night here. All the stuff is going on. Oh, Mr. Pizza is apparently going to be playing Swedish Chef from the Muppets with a character secret of a pirate cannibal in Icewind Dale. That sounds like a fun campaign and character concept. So I bet that's going to be a lot of fun. So have fun with that, Mr. Pizza. It's going to be great. And I am Jared. I am your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 5-player characters. And there's I have no answer for this because there's far too many individuals on this planet. They do all kinds of shit in all kinds of weather. So that's the plan. But great. Well, that all being wrapped up, why don't we dive right into last time on Nuuli Forged? Last time on Nuuli Forged, our intrepid heroes battled a pack of displacer beasts. They were trying to obtain some limestone from a nearby cave so that they could render out quicklime in order to complete a recipe to return their friend Olive to life after repairing her from being broken while petrified. Facing these beasts was not new. However, a much larger displacer beast with 4 tentacles emerged from the cave, some sort of granddaddy alpha mama displacer beast thing.
Big meanie.
Big bad kitty cat. Proved out to be a very difficult foe, actually. Nevertheless, they did emerge, and even downing the entire party over the course of the battle, some people multiple times, things were looking grim for our heroes until Nereus was able to polymorph the massive monstrosity into a very tiny snail. The party used the remaining hour to quickly harvest the limestone that they would need and seal up the snail inside the cave to prevent it from following them when it reverted to its true nature. They returned to where they had left Olive and set about preparing the quicklime and mortar, fusing it with magic and healing, laboriously ensuring that Olive's jaw could be repaired and replaced. Through time and effort with the entire group helping out, being led mostly by Spoot and Grig's combined wiles and knowledge and a lot of theory and hope, honestly. They were able to repair her and restore her to life, with only a slight underbite and new scar along her mandible to suggest that such a thing ever happened. After giving her a quick recap, they set off through the wilds in order with hopes to return to Sewell and obtain the acid of an ancient copper dragon. But first, a night's rest is in order.
Yes.
And where we had left off, Olive had successfully located a place she believes to be fairly safe in terms of as safe as this errant wilds can possibly be.
Displacer beasts.
For the night. So hopefully you all will be good. So first thing, let's go ahead, set up a watch order for this dangerous location as you set up camp.
I think Olive is first, since she's been petrified for a couple of days.
Just one. Just one little day.
Unless we need someone without dark vision to go first, but Otherwise, I'll go first.
I think everybody
Should
has
be
their
okay.
vision with
Yeah.
the
Everyone
what's it
has
called?
acquired means. All right.
Means to
Yeah.
do it, yeah. So go ahead. Grab the
All
first
right.
shift.
Oh boy, those eyes are apparently still part stone.
Tony Cataract.
So, yeah, Olive, you don't notice anything during
Seems
your, yeah, like the sun is setting. It sets not super late, but not super early. You know, it's mid fall now. Like harvest season's going on. Certain trees are changing or have changed leaf color. So yeah, you maybe you get distracted in this sort of wilderness.
Look, a dragonfly.
Yes, exactly. All right, who will be up next?
I can go.
Great. You are awakened. Go ahead. Make that perception check.
Awesome.
It's not
It was looking
anyone's
so
night.
good for a moment.
The dragonfly went that way.
Nereus, it's a very quiet night. It's a very, very quiet night here in the errant wilds.
Thank God. I'll wake up defect.
Yes, I'll go next. Wow. Yeah, 8.
Yep.
You had a weird day yesterday, so
A very weird, no good, also very bad day. Yeah.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But
Everything's
tonight is
fine.
fine. No worries.
Okay, as long as nothing happens, I'll wake up Spoot, I guess.
All right. So Spoot can make a perception check.
No, finally someone can see something.
13.
Cool.
Not too well, but
Yeah, Spoot kind of just spends a little bit of time kind of meditating because it's this little like ravine type area that Olive has found has been pretty quiet. Surprisingly so, actually.
You're
And
welcome, guys.
while Spoot is wandering around, he kind of doing a little perimeter, he does catch a whiff of something. Like some kind of manure. That when he wakes you all up, he tells you.
So one more time, you woke us up because you smell shit.
No, he woke you up at the end of his watch.
Oh, end of his watch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we've
Missed that.
rested.
Yes, you may all apply a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
So you may apply a long rest.
Needed that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you had a rough day yesterday.
a bad bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can all kind of smell in this early morning light, and with the way the wind is, you can smell that manure smell.
Seems like maybe we should get moving.
Where are we going again? Sorry.
School. Can't you get us
Oh.
there faster now that you've slept?
Yeah, it's my last time I can do this. Where is it? What is it? 5th level? Yeah. Teleportation circle. Start just like sketching out the pattern around on the ground. Once it's
Oh, wait,
done.
do you have chalk?
Well, my last one.
I will mention this because when I spoke with the spirit guardians to find the location of the quarry, I had also picked up a location of a building. So I'll bring that up. I don't know if you guys want to check it out, or we'll leave it. Forget about this
before
place.
or after I start drawing?
Let's say before.
A building where?
I forgot. I think it was like opposite of the quarry, but I can always do the ritual again.
Here.
Somewhere within 3 miles of here. Yes.
Well, you have traveled a bit.
We did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you did not want to...
I know we didn't want to be near the carcasses.
Yeah, you didn't want to be near those weird acidic carcasses.
Weird dead things.
All right, I just didn't get... I guess I didn't get a sense of how much we traveled.
A couple hours.
Oh, okay. Forget it. No, draw your circle.
Go back to draw my circle.
Fair enough.
Just all aboard. Zap us right to Sewell.
All right. Yeah. You easily complete your circle. Everybody steps inside, and whoosh! This kind of lightning strike hits the ground. Even though there are like very few clouds in the air, and certainly no angry ones, it's like a nice crisp fall day up here. Out of nowhere, through the trees, and you all feel like static electricity kind of course over you, and smell the ozone, and then you pop into a new location, a location you've been to before, a sort of set of ruins that you recognize as being nearby Sewell. Of course, your arrival attracts attention.
Sure.
Hello?
Hey, everyone.
Yes. So yeah, out of these sun ruins that you pop up into, you see a familiar-looking human man, kind of come in. It's like he's just woken up, like he's got like that morning like eyes under his bag thing, because it's a little earlier here, not much, but a little bit. You recognize Callum Grandy. Nereus, right? Oh, yes. Right. You have the circle, of course. We really need to. Ooh. So, how's everything? Any more? No corpses this time, I assume.
No, not this time.
Ah, good. That was awkward.
But, we do need to head out quickly, I believe.
Oh, well, of course. You know the way. Nobody's going to bother you. I've given instructions that a party matching your description may be in and out from time to time, and as long as you just are leaving and not disrupting any of the digs, it's fine. So just go for it.
Appreciate that.
I'm going to go back to my tea. And he kind of just potters back to a nearby tent that is his office within these ruins.
Right. Anyone have reason to hang around here, or should we head off to the Dragon's Tail?
I guess off to the Dragon's Tail? Are you gonna fly us there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the plan? Everyone good?
Yep.
Yes, let's go.
Cool. Wind walking. Here we go.
Great.
Great spell.
Heading east and slightly south.
Indeed. So, yeah. So your wind walk does let you move fairly quickly. over towards the Dragon's Tail. As you travel, yeah, I would say within 3 or 4 hours, you are over the edge of Triangle Bay. Because you move at about 34 miles an hour as a cloud. So that's about 100 and some odd miles. So 120, 30 miles.
Right. Having hit the coast, we're gonna follow it kind of vaguely southeast.
Great. How far do you want to travel?
As far as we can get. We've got 8 hours.
Okay.
Anyone have any reason to stop?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So 8 hours goes by as you are all cloud chasing. And you feel the spell beginning to wear off, so you all land, revert in a minute, and you are somewhere on the Dragon's Tail.
Cool.
It's where you land. It's sort of a rocky, hilly area. It's hard to know exactly where you're going, but you can try to find something.
Can I use Spoot to use sending?
Spoot can do ascending, sure.
Wait. Yeah, Spoot met. We met that. Was it the Copper Dragon?
No, you met a bronze dragon.
Bronze Dragon. But Spoot
He's
was
friends
there,
with the
right?
Copper Dragon. Yes.
No, he's friends with the. He wasn't friends with the Copper Dragon. He just knew about the Copper Dragon.
He who? Which he are you talking about?
The Bronze Dragon.
Yes. We met the Bronze Dragon, and he told us about the Copper Dragon.
Yes, you met a bronze dragon named Valberex, the wreck diver.
Mm-hmm. Spoot wants to use ascending on Valberex. To say, hey, it's Spoot. We were wondering if you could tell us where to find the Copper Dragon.
He had a name. I will find it very, very shortly.
Let's see if I can find it.
His name is Coaxavarius.
Coaxavarius?
Coaxavarius?
Coaxavarius? And that's it.
So Spoot just messaged a dragon to get the location of another dragon.
Yes.
We know that dragon speaks common. He talked to us.
Yes.
Well, sending, I don't think it matters. They just need to speak a language.
No, it's more about personality.
Yeah.
Spoot looks at you all and just says, he didn't give specifics, just that they live in the hills somewhere. Said to look for kobolds.
More kobolds.
Okay.
We should have picked up our pet kobold. Oh well. We haven't seen him in a
Defect.
while.
Can you use your nature thing to find dragons?
Yes, I can. Do we want to venture further in though? Because I
Are we at
only
the base
have.
of the mountains, or are we in the hills? Or are we in the hills?
You're in the hills, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Throw it up in the display chat here.
Yeah.
So yes, ritual 11 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only limited to 300 feet.
Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's in caves. 3 miles outside of caves. Yes.
Mhm.
In caves is 300 feet. All right. So first question I ask is, do I sense any dragons nearby?
No, the spell doesn't give you that.
Oh, interesting.
Animals, peoples, celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
Can you do kobolds?
Kobolds would be peoples, yeah?
Just because I'm stupid, I guess. Why not dragons?
Because
Dragons
they're
are a
not
specific
animals.
creature type, and the spell does not recognize them.
Yeah, they're not animals or peoples, and they're not celestial, fae, fiend, elemental, or undead.
Okay, thanks.
You could tell
So
me undead
then,
dragon.
so then I'll ask about kobolds.
You get a sense that the land around you says that kobolds are known to venture more to the southeast of where you are occasionally, but there's not a large contingent that they know about. Or like, they know that kobolds like come through the area kind of more to the southeast.
Okay, that's a starting point at least. Let's see. Since I'm here, I will also ask about. You want to let me do this? Any influence from other planes of existence?
You get a sense that, yeah, occasionally.
Okay. And any buildings, man-made structures.
You don't get that.
Okay.
All
right.
right.
Well, we have a starting point. Southeast of here might be some kobold activity. Not a large one, but it's something.
Which direction are they in?
Southeast.
All right.
That
Well,
way.
Sounds good. At least we have a direction, or at least a better one.
Yeah, we've been traveling for 8 hours. It doesn't really seem like it, but I think we should walk that way and keep our eyes open for, a good place to camp.
Yeah.
Great.
And maybe do a little bit of hunting as we walk.
I don't know how to do that. That's on you.
Yes. Olive will do some hunting with I believe a sling is what she hunts with. It's been a while since we've done that, but yeah.
Okay, you can take time out to do that. It'll slow your ability to find the kobolds.
Yeah, I think we walk in that general direction while looking for a campsite and any potential hunting. So yeah, not fast.
All right. So you take a leisurely stroll through. Everyone go ahead, give me perception checks. Except for Olive. Olive, you can give me a survival check because you're trying to hunt things.
Sure. 24.
Very perceptive, unlike me.
Awesome. Great. So Olive, you find a brace of like rabbits that are hiding in a hole. Like you see them and you see the hole they all dive into when you all come tromping by. So you can turn into a ferret or something and go get those things.
That might be fun.
Depending on how savage or whatever you feel like being. You successfully find their den. It's up to you if you want to.
What's that one evil ferret? I forget the species. They hunt big things.
Minks?
No, a svole? No.
Vole?
No.
No, voles are rodents.
Yeah. Well, so are ferrets.
Are they? No, they're weasels.
Yeah, weasels are... I guess they're ermine. Yeah. Anyway, cool.
Sure. Olive will turn into a weasel and dive into their den and, try to grab a couple of rabbits.
Great. Yeah, you succeed in grabbing a rabbit as a weasel.
Great. Drag it up. Hand it to not Nereus because you won't know what the hell to do with it. Maybe Defect.
A stoat. It's a stoat.
Cool. So you grab a male rabbit out of this thing, and that's what you have. You give it to Defect.
Yep. Great. And then we
I don't know what to
keep
do
going.
with it, but
Hold on to it.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, so you're just holding on to this dead rabbit as you walk.
When we find a campsite, we'll make stew or something.
Yeah. So you're much more south now, so the day lasts a little bit longer. So instead of the sun is more or less, it gives you like an extra hour or so of travel. Towards the end of which, Nereus, you see smoke rising up, not too far away, like over the other rise of a hill or two, because it's all this stony, hilly area.
Okay. How far away is it? Is it over?
It's hard to tell exactly. You see the trail of smoke coming up, like a fire of some kind, maybe a campfire, but it's a few hills away. Like you can't see through the hills.
Gotcha. Guys, there may be a camp over there. There's a pillar of smoke. Should we?
Let's approach it cautiously. See if they're friendly or not. Hopefully it's a kobold, I guess.
We can see who it is first.
I was going to say, I can change one more time if we want to fly. Or if you want,
you want to do a flyby?
Yeah, you can. Maybe let's walk a little bit closer, and then you can turn into something smaller that can fly, just to go.
Yeah.
Check it out first.
Yeah, we'll walk in that general direction.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Climbing over some stones and boulders, you all make your way until you probably go about another half mile or so, and you're pretty sure that over the next hill there, just over this rise, that's where you'll see this campsite that Nereus says may be found.
And it's getting on toward dusky?
Yeah, it's getting darker.
All right. Olive will turn into a small owl.
Okay.
And fly over that away.
Cool. Are you trying to be a stealthy owl, or are you trying to just fly?
Aren't owls by definition stealthy?
Don't they have like silent fly or something?
Yeah.
They don't have a silent fly mechanic, but I like where your head's at.
I mean, they're pretty stealthy. Yeah, I will be a relatively stealthy owl.
Great. Make a stealth check as an owl.
Well, golly, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Working! Alright, it doesn't want to do that. Okay, great. We're going to do this the +3, so 8. Such a stealthy owl.
Cool. So you haven't been an owl too often, so you flutter and fly and kind of hoot your way over.
Yep.
Which does draw the attention of a group of small humanoids as they look up at you, and you see them and they see you, and cool. one of them has a sling that it shoots at you. It's a 21 to hit.
Damn, these people come out like owls, huh?
No, apparently not. Jeez. Yes, that hits the owl.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage as an owl.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, and you see they start getting excited and others start grabbing slings.
Well, if you changed right next to us, you would have the 20 temp HP from the Packmaster.
That is true. That is true. So, the owl hoots in indignation and flies away.
Cool,
Did
yeah.
I could look at them at least?
Yeah. 2 more slings fire at the owl. Wow, good shots. One is a 19 to hit for another 4 bludgeoning damage, and then an 11 to hit.
Sure. 11 is the owl's armor class.
So you take another 3 damage.
Sure.
Good thing you had those 20 temporary HP.
Good thing I've got this temporary HP.
Yeah, because I think an owl has like 1 hit point otherwise.
True story. The owl would be down. However, Olive, as the owl, has temporary HP and is completing her scouting mission and heading back.
Yeah.
Beefy owl.
So instead of falling through out of the sky as an olive, you were able to get away as an owl. But you did see them very well. They were fully clothed, like kind of aprons and like leather working gear kind of stuff. But they were kobolds.
All right. Olive will return.
The rest of you, you hear excited noises. Who speaks Draconic among you? Defect? And
Spoot and
Spoot.
Yes, and Spoot. Yep.
Yeah, and I think Grig does now as well. But you hear them all, you hear in Draconic, you hear shouts of like, "Oh, look, food! Let's get it!" And then you see Olive coming in hot as an owl. Looks a little bruised around the feathers.
They're kobolds and they're mean.
And I heard them coming this way.
No, you just heard them excitedly trying to get down. Like you heard them as they like slung their bullets at this owl that they were hoping to get down, and then the owl flew away.
Yeah. They are kobolds and they've got good aim.
Do we want to go say hi?
I mean, I'm going to look at Olive here. I mean, do they seem friendly enough? Aside from attacking you because they want food?
I mean, maybe if we approached with food, they might be more friendly. I don't know that this rabbit is going. There was how many of them were there?
You brought one out as a weasel.
No. How many kobolds were there? Like
they're like 5 or
over
6.
a dozen, 5 or 6. Okay, that's not. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 of them. I don't think one rabbit is going to feed 5 or 6 kobolds and 5 of us. But
well, they are currently our best chance of finding this dragon. So
if they're the right
choice.
kobolds and if they're willing to talk to us,
there's no harm in trying.
To be fair, we do have a dead rabbit, and they were looking for food, so
yes,
do a little barter.
A peace offering.
Sure. We can try that.
All right. Well, yes. Then let's go.
Someone who speaks Draconic and has more charisma than Olive should talk to them.
I can speak Draconic. I don't know about charisma. Yeah, I just have a flat 0 charisma.
Yeah, so
I can't use Spoot for diplomacy.
Nope.
Very well. I guess I will shockingly take the lead on this. Are we all ready? Let's go. And I start walking towards the direction of the kobolds.
Okay, yeah. You crest the hill very easily, and on the downslide slope of the hill, kind of in like a little, like with a few rocks around, you see a campsite with about half a dozen kobolds or so in it. And they see you coming, and they kind of like get up and brace themselves, and then they see like your 4 friends come, and they're looking. They're like, they're not like aggressive necessarily, but they are defensive. Like you can tell based on their
Right.
posture.
I'm going to pause in my walking and in Draconic say, we mean you no harm. We just want to talk.
One of them kind of shuffles towards the front. Okay. Like, what do you want to talk about?
We are in search of a dragon.
Cool.
We were hoping you would have information as to its whereabouts.
What kind of dragon and why you want it?
Are you suggesting there's more than one dragon?
I didn't say that.
We need the copper dragon for the acid.
Yeah.
Looks to you in common and says, "You want acid? How are you going to get acid from a copper dragon?
Maybe we can ask him very nicely.
Are you going to try to attack a copper dragon?"
Did you not hear what I just said?
Make a persuasion check.
I thought I was just being an ass.
Yeah,
24.
Well, you seem nice. You all seem like you're not like dragon hunting a copper dragon. So why don't you come join us by the fire? It's nice. Come on.
I will hold up the dead rabbit and say, if you like, we brought food.
One of the other kobolds goes, "Finally!" and like rushes up and grabs the rabbit and just rushes back to the campsite and begins skinning it.
Perfect.
Cool guys.
What's your name?
I am Thean.
Hi,
Hello,
Ian.
Ian. I'm Nereus.
Oh, nice to meet you. Like, we are... we're doing a bit of... well, I guess vision questing, if you want to think about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're from Dolesgard.
Dolesgard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Dolesgard? I don't think I've ever heard of that place.
Well, it's what we call our warren. It's about a day that way, kind of toward more into the southern hills there, or well, kind of the southern coastline hill area. Well, anyway, it's great. We do all kinds of stuff. We dig.
Is it a town of just kobolds?
Yeah, actually.
Or a village?
Yeah, we live in a nice little cave system. It's a really comfy warren there. We do all kinds of mining for like tin and aluminum and copper, of course. And we create art and all kinds of stuff. We're a big, like, we value aesthetics and art and stuff. Like, we're kind of like I don't know if there's a word for it, but we are pretty awesome.
You sound pretty awesome. I would love to see your village maybe sometime.
Well, sure. You guys can come with us. We're kind of on the end of our like inspirational journey. I was looking for some inspiration on what to craft next, because sometimes you need to get out in the world and kind of check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Oh, of course.
It's cool.
Toads.
Speaking, you said that you mined copper.
Yeah.
The copper dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where we try to be nice. We really would rather avoid confrontation. So if we just need some acid to destroy a Dracolich phylactery. Something that's kind of dangerous to everybody. So do you know where it is?
Sure. But you're not gonna hurt Calaxavarius, right?
We don't want to, no.
Oh, okay. Don't know where the lair is necessarily, because it's kind of Well, there's one that we think is the lair. Or at least that's where we leave, like, offerings. But it's in the Larius Hills.
He's which way?
Just south of here. Not too far, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, look for the dry, stony hills, not the ones covered in grass, but the dry ones that have, like, sand and stone.
Got it.
Yeah. And if you look kind of for a stone that looks like an eagle dead, that's kind of the area where there's a cave. The patina'd prankster lives in that area, and there's a cave there, and that's where we leave offerings, and we think that's where she is.
I mean, if
I'm
she
sorry,
looks there for offerings, then that's probably good enough. We don't need to follow them home. We just want to talk to them.
Wait. Prankster?
Oh, yeah. That's his name. Calaxavarius, the patina'd prankster.
Okay.
You don't know much about dragons, do you?
Not too much.
Oh,
We don't
well.
really
yeah.
get to see them very often.
Well, Calaxavarius has been there a long time.
Excellent.
Is he nice?
Yeah. Like, he doesn't, like, rage on us or anything.
Good to know.
Good start.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. You've possibly saved many people.
Oh, well, that's nice. Like, maybe, like, if you write a poem or something about it, we'd like to hear it. Or maybe if somebody draws a painting, that'd be cool.
If you want to see something interesting, I'll show him my back tattoo. If he's tripping right now.
Yeah, he looks at it. Ooh, that's really cool. Look at that. And you feel like a claw, talon-fingered claw, kind of like just trace the edges.
No
I'll
idea
also
what
kind
it
of
is, but it's
Poke Nereus
interesting.
so that the sigils move.
What was that?
I was just gonna like poke at Nereus to make the armor do its sigil moving thing.
Sure. Easy enough to do. The armor doesn't view your poking as too much of a threat, though, so
What if I poke him with a latch blade?
make an attack roll.
Ow.
24.
You cut Nereus, and he takes 4 points of damage. As you're busy, like, showing off your tattoo, Olive just comes and, like, pokes you with the tip of the latch blade, and you get a big slice in your thigh there, Nereus.
Wow. What the
Impressive.
hell was that for?
I will cast healing word. Oops, sorry. He gets 6 healing back.
Thank you. Rude.
That, like, seemed, like, really hyper-aggressive. I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know either.
I was trying to show them the cool thing.
What?
What
We
cool
see
thing?
the tattoos. What cool thing? Is there more cool things? Is there something cool about your blood? Like, that's kind of cool.
No, Olive is just gonna go sit quietly and stare at the fire.
Well, I believe I gained my magic through my blood.
Really? That's kind of cool. I don't have any magic, but some of my friends do, but not me. But that's okay. So, like, well, I guess it's kind of getting late. Do you want to stay with us, or are you going to press on to try and get Calaxavarius tonight?
I believe
We can
maybe it
stay
should be
the
in our
night.
best interest to rest.
Yeah.
Safety in numbers, right?
Okay. Yeah. If you're not on a time crunch, you are welcome to, like, hang out with us for as long as you want. Maybe you'd like to come to Dolsgard.
Maybe. I think first the more pressing matter is trying to get some acid from Calaxavarius.
Ah, cool.
Because we are on a timeline before the creature comes back.
Nice. So what are you going to carry the acid in?
I believe we have a few vials. We don't have to smash our health potion vials after. Plus, I know Grig carries stuff.
Greg has some vials, I'm quite certain.
Oh, okay. If you don't need a lot, that's good.
Yeah. I believe for the most part we got, I guess, most things.
Cool.
How long have you all lived in this area?
Many generations at this point. Like my great grand hatcher was here, and of course everyone that they hatched was here, and everyone that they hatched was here, and so on and so forth until me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice place.
Yeah, it's like really really inspiring in a lot of ways. It's like we live in a place where like we work hard and we're like very industrious, and you know we've got mining down pretty good, but we also like don't really use any of this stuff except to like make cool shit. You know, it's like totally cool.
Oh yeah, I bet. I would love to see some of it.
I mean, why else would you mine things other than to make cool shit?
But we do. It's pretty cool. He shows you a little copper bracelet that he's got. That's very intricately made, and it looks like multiple like birds kind of connected together.
Oh, that's very fancy. Did you make that, or do you have a jeweler that you use?
No, actually, like this one was from my my dad, kind of. We don't really do dads so much. It's more like a communal thing, but the male who I like spent a lot of time with when I was young, a few years ago, like he like made this for me. So
very nice. It's always good to have something that means something to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can keep bantering for a while, and then settle down for the evening. The kobolds seemed like they have no desire to sit a watch. You are introduced to the other 5. Their names are Tenk, Bula, Farron, Cam, and Trethid.
Cool.
If anyone cares.
Cute. Well, I could take first watch just in case.
Probably a good idea.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. You can roll perception check.
I almost clicked persuasion. Nope. 10. Actually, why not? I have everything tonight, so let's just re-roll that. Not that that's any better. 8.
Nope.
Yeah. It's a quiet night. You know. There's not a lot of like wildlife out here either, so it's just kind of quiet, and the kobolds snore loudly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, I'll go wake Olive.
Cool. Olive is going to attempt to be more perceptive than that and going to fail. Awesome.
Wow.
Yep. Then some loud snoring kobolds.
Olive might actually just do better to take a nap and let her passive perception do
Right.
something, but I'm sitting watch. So look, more lightning bugs.
Buzz. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. After that goes on for a while, I guess I'm gonna wake Defect.
All right. Big numbers. 16.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, this area is very quiet. There's not a lot going on around here, Defect. The kobolds, you can tell, are not worried about being attacked by anything. But whether that's just because they know the area or because they...
For high as kites.
or, there could be many reasons. But they just conked out.
All of them conked out. Like none of them.
Nope.
Are also awake. Okay.
Nope. They're all just sleeping.
Okay. I guess I will finish up with Spook then.
Yeah. Spoot doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary, and the sun also rises, and you get a long rest in.
Right.
And in the morning, Theon and the other kobolds pack up their stuff and say, well, it was totally cool to meet you all. Hope you have a fun time with Calaxivarius. We're gonna go home and make some cool stuff.
Oh, I look forward to possibly seeing you guys again.
Yeah. We're just over this way. So, we'll see you around. Don't die or anything. Later.
Do our best.
And they just kind of scramble up the side of the hill and kind of off over towards, in a easterly direction. And you've been given some form of direction.
Great. Should we get going then?
Yeah, let's head off.
Yes, we're all good.
Nisara's reading something.
Yeah, sounds great.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead, make a survival check as you head on out. Whoever wants to lead. Well, Spoot can't, because he's not here.
God damn.
Yeah,
Olive rolled a 14.
I was going to say Olive.
Yeah, 14. Cool. So yeah, you lead the way. A couple hours later, you get into these dry hills that Theon was talking about. Yeah. So eventually, you find a stone that looks like a eagle that's fallen on its back, fairly big. And you begin looking around for a cave. Nereus is the one who notices it. Not that it's necessarily difficult, because as you look at it, Nereus, it seems as though the mouth or the entrance to the cave is in the form of a giant fanged smile.
Oh.
Interesting.
So it is not subtle.
What a very dramatic cave.
I mean, that checks out. Do we see any evidence of offerings being left? They said that they leave offerings here for the dragon. Do we see bones or anything left behind from such an offering?
No. It's a very clean, kind of dry, stony, sandy area.
Is there wildlife?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm looking through things. I know I have something somewhere.
Congratulations, you have something somewhere.
Yeah, I have a spell somewhere that I think I can help us. Do we see claw marks or anything?
Go ahead, make an investigation check if you want to try to find something like that.
Well,
yeah, there's all kinds of big deep grooves, which if they are claw marks, it's a big creature that made them.
That checks out. How far away is the cave from us?
Probably like 60 feet.
Cool. Olive is going to cast Find Traps.
Cool.
Because that seems like a reasonable thing to do at this point.
Sure. You don't detect any traps.
I don't have.
Cool. Can we see into this cave at all? Is it just a dark pit of hole, or do we see?
I mean, you see the ground like until it either goes to an angle or too far into the darkness to see.
It looks like, are there stalactites and stalagmites, or is it just like a hole?
It's just kind of a wide open hole. At least as far as you can see here.
I cast light on Spoot's shield.
Sure.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Olive's going to take one more quick look around for any wildlife, small creatures.
Okay. You look around, there's nothing.
Hey guys, anyone else think it odd that there's nothing living here?
I wouldn't want to live near a dragon either.
That's sort of what I'm thinking, is that there's some kind of big predator kicking around. If the dragon isn't nearby, then there's something else big that eats things.
Possibly. Let's just try to keep an eye out then.
Hey, cool.
You know, I'd rather go hunting for something than sit there and be hunted.
I feel like there was a similar situation where we entered a place that was considered a home of someone.
And
we were attacked. Like, they didn't like it. Like,
no.
Should I call out? Should I announce ourselves?
You can, sure.
Sure. Say hello.
Where are you when you're having this conversation? Are you like outside the cave mouth?
Still like in the.
I think we're starting to walk into the cave.
Yeah.
Walking toward the
somewhere
cave,
in that
outside
vicinity.
of it.
Cool. So as you're having this conversation, you hear a voice come out of the mouth. Well, don't just be sitting there like rotten fruit. Come on in. It's not like I don't know you're there.
Who's there?
Hello.
I don't know who.
Who?
Knock knock.
Indraconic. Who's there?
Question.
I'm just gonna walk in the cave at this point.
Yeah. Feels safe enough.
I'm too curious.
I'm getting good vibe from this.
Okay. So you walk in to this cave. It's straight for about 20 feet, and then it just begins twisting and curving as it kind of descends, and it goes through, and there's crossways. It is a labyrinth, whatever this way is. I'd like you to make a survival check.
All of us?
One person.
23.
Oh.
Great. So as you're walking, you hear this voice. Hey, it sounds like you guys really know what you're doing around here. Hey, why do paladins wear chainmail? Anyone? Because it's holy armor! And you hear this echo just like echoing off the cave walls all around.
Oh, God, that hurt.
I'm just going to double check defects. Would that be wisdom or intelligence? To understand the pun.
Ah.
I don't know.
I'm a -1 intelligence, so.
Yeah, you might not get it.
Damage.
You might not get it.
Just gonna think on it.
So are we just gonna keep walking and you keep talking, or are we gonna say hello to each other?
Oh, come on. I'm sure you can figure it out. Come on. All you gotta do is just follow my voice, which, by the way, is echoing off all the walls and seemingly sourceless.
Hey, we we met your friend the wreck diver a while back. Last time we saw him, he was doing well.
Huh, that guy can't take a joke. That guy can take a lot of stuff. Can't take a joke. You'd think it'd be funny, but no, he's not.
Certainly are a prankster, aren't you?
Ho! That's why they call me a patina prankster. Hey, what do clerics drink on a cold day? Divinity!
Oh, God.
As you're wandering, you come to some more crossroads. Go ahead and make another survival check.
Awesome. $22.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to kind of like using. You can see like there are certain scratches that are more used than others, and you're able to kind of like use those to figure out like which way is probably leading towards this dragon. Hopefully.
Are we still walking through a very large tunnel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's huge.
How large is the? Okay.
Yeah, it's massive.
Great.
Like
That's a.
If the size of this cave is indicative of the size of the creature who lives here, it's bigger than anything you've seen.
Fun.
How long is this? These hallways?
Well, that depends on how short your legs are.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Come on.
I think that falls under ask a stupid question.
Hey. Who helps a druid get that perfect green for their cloak? Anyone?
Oh,
Anyone?
Olive, you know this one, right?
A dire wolf.
Oh, God.
And
Sorry,
it's just
Chris, my
echoing laughter.
Ah, my legs are getting tired. How long have you been walking?
Probably about 20 minutes.
You got a really long cave.
Well, that's the point. If it was short, I wouldn't be here.
Isn't this exhausting for you to traverse all the time?
Nope. I'm much better than you.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
It's true. Hey, I didn't make the rules of the universe, but I like them.
Well, speaking of that, might we start discussing why we were looking for you?
That depends. What is a magic skillet made from? Cast iron! Make another survival check.
I feel like at some
27.
point I'm going to need to make a saving throw.
Yeah, fantastic. You make another turn, kind of following these marks that you see, and kind of some scratches along the wall, and so you kind of head that way. And eventually you come to a large open chamber that you can see on the walls. Like, you're not quite sure where the light source is coming from in this room, but it is like reliefs of like people, like there's of like people in like embarrassing but not like lethally hurtful circumstances. Like there's a what looks to be like a human with a bucket on his head. There's a displacer beast whose tentacle is in its own mouth, like it just bit it or something. There's the image of a black dragon that seems to be covered with like mud and hay. And you see like a small humanoid, maybe a halfling or a gnome, like in a bed with its hand in what is obviously like a bowl of water.
The effect appreciates these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You have to
as you're
use
looking at these,
flowers.
you see a very large couch that seems to be, maybe this is the source of the light, but it is made of very highly polished stones and shining metals kind of inlaid all throughout it. And you see sitting on this couch a draconic form, massive, easily 120 feet long and maybe 80 feet tall. The wingspan you can only guess at. The head is the size of like your entire group, like put together. And he or it looks at you and says, "Oh, welcome. Took you long enough to get in here. You must have legs shorter than my little talons."
That's accurate. Who's the artist on the walls? These are some.
Well, yes, of course. I do it all myself, the highest of caliber art. Etching is a very highly trained skill of mine.
Naturally. That's,
Wonderful job.
Yes, you did a good job getting in here. I'm amazed you didn't trip any of the little fun surprises on the way. Good job.
It's all thanks to this one here.
What can I say?
Olive.
Yes. Well, we're good at many things, protecting our homes and making music.
Ooh.
Yes.
What do you play? Or what
Whatever we want, because we really know our scales.
Oh.
Get it? Scales! I tell you, I kill me.
Lord.
That's fantastic.
Yes. But it's not just that. We have many, many skills, us dragons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like we've got skills. We're like jugglers because we're so talented. And he produces his claws. Get it? Talented.
You are possibly the funniest creature I've ever met.
Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. That's glorious indeed.
The funniest dragon.
Well, I invented so many jokes and pranks in my time. I should hope so.
Obviously.
The images on these walls are some of my favorite and most classic creations.
Oh yes, I like that one quite a bit. I bet that was quite funny for to watch.
Oh yes, yes.
At the guy with the bucket on his head.
Yes, he had no idea that there was a string along the bottom of the wall along the bottom of the door. So when he came in, the whole bucket fell right on his head, covered him in water. Doused his favorite shirt. It was great.
Oh, I'm certain that was quite clever of you.
Of course, no one had ever done it. Now everybody does it, but nobody did it before me. I was a young wormling at the time, so precocious, but a scamp I was.
Well, lovely as it is to meet someone so original, we do have something we'd like to ask.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised you did come all the way out here for nothing.
I mean, to bring you greetings from the wreck diver, but also...
Oh, I very much doubt that. He does not like me very much.
Maybe greetings is a strong word for it. But,
We were in need of some acid.
There was a terrible wreck.
There are rules. There are rules. Before I will hear your request, you must make me laugh. I demand jokes or funny stories.
No.
It must be one that I have not heard of before, or at least will make me laugh. Else, no requests.
Tanner is not a joke person. Crap.
Oh, no. Cool.
Surely someone among you must have some striking bit of humor in their soul.
Yeah, that'd be Greg, if of all of us.
Yep. Where the hell is Greg?
Can I... Maybe Nereus will just start recounting some of the pranks that the little brothers had done.
You got one in mind specifically?
I have no idea.
Now's the
That
time.
would be a no.
Yeah, in this instance, if you don't have a specific, it won't count towards.
Okay, yeah, no, Tanner doesn't do humor like this, so I'm tapping out.
Defect. Actually, no. I see.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. The best he gives you as you tell these stories are, oh, that's a classic. Yes. Oh, that's one of mine.
Fun.
Oh, come on. Some of you must have something. Don't just wing it. And he, like, produces one of his wings and flaps a little bit, and you all get a breeze. Here, I'll give you a hint. Maybe this will inspire you. Okay, a human, a half orc, a turtle, and a construct walk into a bar. The goblin walked under it. Oh, I slay me.
I feel like somebody should perhaps restrain Grig.
I don't know what Greg is doing right now.
Greg is probably like laughing their butt off.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I feel like Olive should turn into something and be funny, but boy, is that brain's hard.
mhm.
I mean, maybe he does like call it slapstick humor. You know, just falling over.
Do you just fall?
Sure. Yeah. I don't think Defect is smart enough to like come up with puns. So he'll go the slapstick route. Yeah, he'll just walk over to one side and just fall and see what response he gets.
So you fall. So you just trip over yourself, and the dragon kind of looks at you quizzically, and then up at everybody else. Whew. Well, that was his own ass fault. Laughing.
I appreciate it. Defect
Laughing at his own joke.
That counts.
For sure. Olive is
come
going
on.
to turn into a seal,
Okay.
and she's going to sit down the sparkly glint figure she's been carrying, turn into a seal, and then balance it on her nose.
Oh, that's adorable. Yes, but it's hardly a joke or a funny story.
She'll toss it in the air and catch it with her tail.
Yes, it's very good. It's a good trick. I don't know if you're getting what I'm looking for here.
Yeah. Yep, that's probably true. Oh, I should.
Yeah, I'm trying to blank. I can't.
Yeah, brains are hard. Olive Seal is going to clap their flippers and generally be an idiot.
Okay. Make a performance check. As a seal. Well, it's a charisma skill, so as Olive is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't. I don't think the seal is any more charismatic than Olive is. That's an 11.
The massive head like shifts down to Nereus and is like, "What's with the seal? Does she get injured in her head?"
She does that from time to time. You just gotta go with it.
And he just kind of like winks a massive eye at you, and kind of.
Seal is going to frown.
Well, you might be a very industrious lot, but you're certainly not very funny.
Olive's going to turn back into Olive and say, "Oh, it was a seal of disapproval."
A seal of disapproval. Oh, that was good. Oh, it was a long way to get there, but it was pretty good in the end. Maybe you got to work on your timing, but I like that. Oh, ooh, that was pretty good.
You don't have very many audiences.
I can see why with that performance they leave halfway through. That's how long one joke takes. All right. Well, that was funny. Now, what did you want?
So, long story short, we defeated a Draco Lich, and it's in its phylactery.
Oh, good.
To destroy it completely, we need to soak the phylactery in some copper dragon acid.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
And we thought perhaps you might know where one might acquire such a thing.
I have no idea. Oh, so you need some acid from me to destroy a Dracolich. What kind of Dracolich?
A
Red Draco Lich.
I see.
Apparently he merged with the heart of the forest, the Oaken Father up in the elms, and that's now become his phylactery. And now on fire, the Embering Elms. Oh no, there was a shrine to the Oaken Father with a big gem.
Yeah.
Oh, the Heart of Oaks. Right. Yes. That was a long time ago. Well,
yeah, well, we
not super long, but long enough.
We recently killed him because we were trying to solve an issue. Turns out he's trying to reform, and so we're trying
they
to
will do that. Yes. Yes, they'll do that. Well, certainly don't want one of those getting around. All right, produce a vessel.
I'm sure Greg has many
vials. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just pull kind of the biggest vessel we have that can hold the acid.
So the dragon looks at you and looks at the little vials that Greg has. Says, "You need to submerge a phylactery in acid, and you want me to fill that? I spit bigger than that. I spit bigger than half of you."
That's fair. Do we have... Wait. Olive, do you think Fluxus maybe has something to hold it?
Maybe? I'm looking to see what we...
What kind of container best holds the acid? I'm certain yours.
Oh, well, highly refined glass is the best. I might have something.
How much would it cost?
Well, you have quite a few fancy bubbles, I must admit, but I'm most intrigued by that sword the big metal and wood fellow is carrying.
The sword?
Yes.
Defect?
I mean, we're talking about this one here, right? And I pull out Cloud Cutter.
Yes, that would be the one on your back.
Yes. I mean, I don't really use it, so it's in very pristine condition.
Where did you say it came from again? The Fey Lord?
Yes, it's a very interesting metal. I'm quite interested.
I think they called him what was it? The Duke of Frost or something like that?
Yes, very interesting. Of course, that axe is nice too.
I wouldn't mess with Defect's axe. That one's...
Sorry. Hard pass. No. Axe is my baby. Got the Cloud Cutter here. I think that's a fair exchange.
Excellent.
I understood that one. Excellent.
Very good. Now,
sword.
Now you just hand that over, and this massive claw kind of like extends out towards you from like 50 feet away,
That's
and
quite the reach.
yeah, and plucks the sword from you, in its sheath and everything. And it looks like a toothpick in this thing's hand. So
Mhm.
even though it is a massive, like 5-foot blade, it's just very tiny in this big old dragon claw.
Right.
Says, "All right, well, now go out into the waiting room, please."
Where's the waiting room?
Just that main entry point where all the stuff is.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So after you get to a certain point where like the first two of those etchings in the stone are, a wall of stone like rolls up behind you, and about 5 minutes later, it goes away. All right, come on in.
Great, we return.
I think this should do it. And the dragon gently puts down a very large glass bowl that's like got like a metal kind of like lid. Like imagine a German beer stein, but instead of cylindrical, it's globular.
Mm-hmm. With a lid.
With a lid. It's got like a latch on it. And it's pretty big.
This is your acid, eh?
Well, I haven't put the acid in yet. I wanted to give you all the show.
Oh. I suppose we should open it then.
Yes. So you open it on up. And so Calaxidorus goes, all right, get ready for this. This is going to be some precision acid.
Ooh. Olive's
Shoo! And you're all covered in dragon snot. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to. And then you see, like, the throat kind of engorge, kind of like a frog for a moment, and then pull back in, and then a globule of, like, very viscous, smoking hot acid hits the glass bowl, like, perfectly aimed, and fills it, like, 3/4 of the way. Probably a good, like, 4 gallons in there.
Damn.
That probably seems adequate.
Well,
Great aim.
oh, thank you. I've been doing this a long time.
Oh, I bet. Well, I suppose we should head to get rid of this Draco Lich now.
Not so fast. First, I have a question.
I may have an answer.
What's your question?
Why was the Tinkerer embarrassed when his clockwork alligator failed? He had a reptile dysfunction! Oh, get him every time! Get him every time!
You
Oh,
certainly
come
have
on.
great skill when it comes to humor.
Oh, well, of course I do. But maybe you might know... I'm assuming you're taking this to a wizard.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, make sure to know, it's very important, you ask why they like Fireball so much. They use it all the time. I mean, it is a very well-rounded spell. Oh,
God.
Ha 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 ha.
it's fucking great, isn't it?
fantastic.
Oh, very well, very well. All right. Well, you've all been mildly diverting, so you may take your acid and go. And thank you for your audience. I hereby say you don't have to die.
Why, thank you. You've been a most gracious host.
Indeed, I have.
We will make sure to sing your praises far and wide.
Oh, be sure that you do. Credit's where credit's due, after all. Any of those jokes you tell
Absolutely.
came from me.
Would not dream of stealing your material.
Excellent, excellent. Tell me, before you go, what do you call a halfling couple? A fulling! Oh, they come to me. They're all gold, really. All right. Go on, get out of here. It's fine. And you just hear echoing laughter behind you as you lug this thing. Defect, you are definitely going to have to carry it because it is big and sloshy and heavy. It's mostly glass, but it's got like some metal, like copper or maybe brass bracing around it to kind of hold the glass ball in, and a couple of handles, and then a metal topper.
Great.
No problem.
I'm assuming it doesn't fit in the bag.
Much too big.
Okay. Olive,
Yo.
I don't have any more chalk to get us back to Winton. Would you be able to use the scimitar to get us back to Fay Harbor so I can run and buy some super quick?
Sure, we can do that. We also need to check in with the dude finding us the gold vessel, yeah?
This is where Spoot pipes up and mentions that that Chatty back in the Verdenton Glen is hopefully going to have stuff today, but he hasn't messaged him yet.
Okay.
So the goal would be, based on the timeline, to get those things today, and
Right.
then get over to Winton.
Can Spoot reply to Chatty and just ask if there's any way he could...
Well, Chatty doesn't have magic, so...
I thought he got to send him.
No, Spoot hasn't sent a sending yet.
Uh-huh.
All right.
But today is the day that they agreed upon, so...
Okay. Can Spoot
Cool.
just send a message to Chatty then and just say that, or just try to see if Chatty can get them access to a tree to teleport through momentarily?
Yeah, I think on the last time you exited, I think Olive said that she looked at trees outside of the
Definitely
area.
We definitely looked at trees, and we were definitely scolded about getting permission to use the trees before we used them.
Yeah.
Right. But we saw a couple that were kind of just outside the glen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like outside from where the guards are, which is still a couple miles from the glen, but much
But
closer.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, you got the sense that because you purposely checked out those trees after you got that warning.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
you.
We checked. We looked at the trees on our way out.
Yeah,
As long as we can have clearance and get in and not get killed.
Right.
yeah, you get the sense that the trees that Olive found 2 days ago, on the outside of the glen or on the outside of the causeway, would be less of an issue.
Okay.
Cool. We should
All right, then I
nonetheless.
just need the chalk.
Cool. We should Boot should send to Chatty and make sure that he is. Make sure that he has the things and is expecting us.
Yeah, if
Okay.
we have access to a tree, then I think Spoot would ask just to verify.
Yeah,
We are in Stony Hills though, so we do not have trees. But you would need to go to Fay Harbor anyway.
Yeah. And then you can tree walk us up there, and then I can do
Yeah.
one last teleportation circle.
Yep. Cool.
cool. So as Spoot is doing this sending to communicate with Chatty, we're going to take a short little 5-minute break here so we can all do a little bio break.
Great.
So thank you, I've got it, for being here and reacting along and giving us all the puns in the world. And thank you, Mr. Pizza, who hung out with us for a while before they had to skidoo. So we're going to take a short rest. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you all. We'll be right back. See you in 5 minutes. A little short rest. Bye. Hello, everyone. We are back, and we are joined by an Amber. Yay! Greg is back. Woo!
Definitely we're lacking Greg energy.
Yeah,
I will try to bring it.
it's okay. I know it's been a day. So where we had left off was you are exiting the lair of Calaxavarius, and Spoot is messaging Chatty, or using the sending spell to talk to Chatty. As you're exiting, Spoot turns to you all and says, "Well, so Chatty was able to find the stuff we need, but it's going to be a bit more expensive than we thought." So,
how much more?
Well, he spent the money we gave him to grease palms, apparently, and found the stuff, but it's gonna cost about 6,000 gold, all considered.
How much did we give already?
You would give him an upfront of 600 to try to quickly find what you're looking for.
Right. Well,
Which apparently he was successful at, but
Well, that'll be a bank trip there.
yeah, that's a bank trip.
Yep.
But we have it, but it is a bank trip.
Cool. Well then, shall we go home?
After you.
Latchblade.
all right, yeah. Once you're outside of the dragon's lair, you can cut through space and time. Well, just space, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Time would be cool if we could gain a couple more days, but I think space is the best we can
and so you open this portal, kind of cutting it out in the of a tear here in space, and emerge into a very dirty cellar that's got there's some damage on one side,
Right.
from the fire that recently took place here.
We should maybe move this.
I think it's fine at the moment.
I don't even notice it. It's fine. I'm going to the bank.
We're gonna climb
All right.
the stairs and greet the
Great.
staff.
Greg, do you have 100 gold for now?
What? Oh, yeah, here.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna run off and find Chalk while Greg runs to the bank. Defect, don't break that.
I'll keep it safe.
Yeah, so you walk up stairs with all your stuff. It's kind of, there's actually a work crew here, cleaning out the area and kind of shoring up supports. And they're all very surprised when you appear pretty much out of this basement that they didn't see any of you go into. But some of the staff are on site, and Adis is there with Kaelin, and they kind of make it okay, and they're like, calm down. And you can go about your...
How's the staff doing? Are they is everyone healing up? How's everyone doing?
Well, those who are injured are still kind of on bed rest. So Griff is here, just kind of grumbling in a corner, watching people work. And then Adis and Kaelin are there.
Ask Adis and Kaelin how things have been going here. We're killing time while they go do their shopping.
Yeah, they let you know, over the past 2 days, they've found contractors and have engaged them. And it's going to be about 5,000 gold to fix up and replace everything that was damaged and fix the manor up. So you can deduct another 5,000 from your bank account.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because I set up a party account specifically, right?
Yeah.
Right. Am I taking this out of Okay.
Yeah, party funds.
From 57, we'll go to 52,000 and 2.
Yep.
And 5
Right.
silver pieces.
Great.
Cool. And you're going to get 6,000 more for Chatty.
Yes.
We need to find more giant gold statues.
I'm gonna take out 10,000 so that I refill what's in my bag.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can math.
Can you?
Maybe. I did it.
Yay!
All right. It doesn't take too long. You're able to go to Conjure's shop and obtain some more chalk. He has 2. They are his last 2 uses of it.
Wait,
Because you had bought him almost out fairly recently.
Yeah, that was only 2 days ago that we were last here.
no, I didn't buy any 2 days ago.
No, it was a while back. It takes longer to prepare. But you did get some from him previously here. But yeah. So he's got enough for 2. You can give him that 100 gold.
Yeah, I give. I'll bolt back to the manor.
And Greg, you don't have any problem withdrawing money at the Bank of Fay Harbor.
Great.
It's more like a holding house than like what you would think of as like a modern bank, because that doesn't really exist yet. But it is an accounting house. Yeah.
Safe. I'm pretty distinctive. They recognize me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They just make you sign some paperwork, and then it's all yours. And they look in awe as you just shovel 10,000 gold pieces into your carrying case.
It's in like a few little bags.
Okay. Well, it's still just like a lot of coinage.
Yeah, it's a lot of volume for one goblin to carry.
Yes, indeed.
And 1 bag.
Yeah. They ask if you need an escort service, actually, because like it all won't fit in the bag of holding. Like the bag of holding holds a lot of stuff, but it's not infinite.
It won't all fit in the bag of holding?
It's 10,000 gold pieces.
Ugh. Can we swap this to platinum?
They don't have that much platinum.
That sucks. Well, I should have brought defect. Yeah, sure. I would take it. Yeah, this is great. I feel fancy.
Because of the size of your bank account, it is considered a complimentary service.
Sweet. I'm so fancy.
So you get 2 guards carrying a little chest to go along with you.
I love it. I'm gonna swagger and I'm gonna like floof my cloak as I walk. Too bad I don't have the cloak of billowing. I just have my robe of Geriassic.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guards kind of chit-chats to you. Her name's Ivy. So she's having a good time.
Hi, Ivy. Look swaggery. You're a tough badass carrying something very important. You are a badass, right?
Got it.
Cool. Cool.
And you return with your gold to your companions.
I have a lot of gold.
I
Cool.
can see that.
Wait,
how are you going to carry all that?
Well, I mean, we needed 6,000 of it already to get carried. So why don't we take that and divide it up, and then the rest of it can go into the bag like normal. Right?
don't think I've ever carried nearly this much money, but sure, I'll take some of it.
Yeah.
You can't spend it.
I know.
Yeah, you could each carry like a bag of like 1,000 gold. It's like not super. It's more cumbersome than it is like heavy. Well, gold's pretty heavy, so you could split it up 5 ways and still have some put it in the back.
Would it go into the tent?
No.
So
everything gets put into the backpack.
Yeah, we've tried it before.
Right.
Yeah, the tent just spits things out if we leave them in.
If you leave it just in the tent, it does. But if you put it in the chest that appears in the tent, then it would be in the. It's the size of the backpack.
Well, how about
see
this?
If we can do that. I want to do that. No, we're gonna do.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Set up the tent.
Put it in the tent. I mean,
yeah.
Each of you can have a little bit of money, I guess. Is Nereus part of the party now? Does Nereus get party funds?
Up to you.
I mean, I've been buying magic supplies because, he's been, like, killing things with us. But does he just, like, get our money now?
I feel like that's a you-all conversation. Not a me-all. But, how about you discuss this later? And we kind of just get this gold to the Glen?
Right. Yeah. Okay, yes. Let me put a few bags of gold into the chest and see if it works. I'm going to test this before we go. Great. So,
set up the tent in the backyard.
That's right. Quite fine.
Yep. Yeah, the tent pops into existence after 10 minutes. And you can shove a good like two or 3 bags of gold into the back, or into that chest that's in there.
So that means like 3,000?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Great. In the tent.
In the tent chest.
3,000 GP. That means this changes to 7. Okay. Does that mean the rest of it will fit into the bag of holding, or do we still need to divide it up?
You'd still need to divide it up. You can fit, with everything else you have in the bag, you can fit about 4,000 worth of coinage in there.
Okay, so that means I've got 3,000 more that needs to be disseminated amongst the group.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
5 of us, so
1,000 for Olive, 1,000 for Defect, 1,000 for Spoot.
So when the tent folds up, and it's back in backpack form, you open up the backpack, and you can see the 3 bags of gold are right there.
That's fine.
Cool.
Defect's carrying it, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so what I'm saying is you didn't need to unfold the tent,
right,
to do it.
Just put it in the backpack.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't know.
Says it in the description.
Well, yes, but Greg remembered something about putting things in the tent, not remembering about details.
Things we haven't done yet. Cool.
No worries.
All right, so it's been lovely to see everybody here. Love what you're doing to fix the place up. Shall we go?
Go.
Anyone got anything we need to do before I open up this tree?
Nope.
Cool. Tree to the Verdenton Causeway outside the Glen, where we won't be assaulted by elves.
Yep. The big oak tree splits open, and you all run right in and emerge outside of the Verdentious Causeway in a very large tree right next to the road. But you're there, and doesn't seem to. You look around.
Nobody's pointing arrows at us?
Nobody's pointing arrows at you. And you know you're a couple of miles from the Glen on these outskirts here.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Off we go. Into the Glen.
Yeah. So you make your way, and you are stopped by the usual guard who appears out of nowhere. Just to, without questions, deduce your purpose here. So this elf steps out of seemingly nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Halt, travelers. It would be good to know your purpose this day before you continue onward.
We
Certainly.
are we are purchasing a piece of artwork that was procured for us.
We are expected.
We're meeting Chatty.
They look at you and kind of nod. Chatty is known to procure many things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you wish to be quickly about your business. Carry on.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Have a lovely day.
Yeah. Just kind of nods as he kind of vanishes back into the forest. And you make your way back to the Verdenton Glen without incident.
Boy, have we traveled a lot today.
Yeah.
A lot of miles.
Yeah.
About to do some more too.
Yep. All right. Pop into that little clearing place where people caravanserai. Is that
Huh?
the place where people hang out?
The tavern.
The tavern?
No, wasn't there like a big clearing where like strangers to the glen like gathered?
That's when we were camping.
There's campsites.
I'm gonna stop talking. Fine, Chatty.
We all, yeah. We'll say Spoot used another spell slot to let him know that you all were coming, and arranged to meet you at the tavern here in the Verdenton Glen.
Yep.
So yeah. Yeah, so you can head over to the Hopeful Reside, and indeed there you find Chatty waiting for you all. Big anime hair. Oh, 'tis lovely to see you all. 'Tis fine weather we're having here. Welcome in.
Lovely to see you, Chatty.
Of course. Well, certainly a wee bit of work it was to find what you were looking for today. Oh, and I went through all of that upfront expense that you left for me, trying to grease the right palms and quicken things along, understanding that you're on a bit of a time crunch.
It's true, and we're very grateful.
Yes, of course. So, well, the valuable gold vessel that you say you need, and the tools, plus my working finder's fee, is, as I said to Spoot, 6,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Everybody pull out some gold. I'll pull out the last 1,000 from me.
Yes,
Cool.
pull out 1,000.
Hand over mine.
Oh no.
Same.
Cool. So you empty the backpack and all this, and
Backpack.
three 1,000 gold bags come out of the backpack for a total of 6. And Chatty's eyes go wide and says, "You know, quite honestly, I've never seen it divvied up like this before. It's quite impressive, really. Well, here we are." And he kind of snaps his fingers, and like a couple of younger human individuals come over with a couple of packages that have been nicely wrapped in very fine, like linens and cloths. The big one is, of course, the most appropriate sized vessel based on Spoot's descriptions I could find for you. Pure gold is kind of heavy, but should do your job. Should hold about the size.
How does it compare to the glass bowl that Defect's carrying?
It's about half the size. And of course, these tools were actually surprisingly easy to find. Of course, they're not blessed or anything, but I do hope you'll be having a good time with it, or a good run of luck with it all, I should say. Certainly, it's a pleasure to help you, my friends, at any time I can. Old Chatty, happy to serve true heroes of Nuuli, you know.
We are infinitely grateful for your help, Chatty.
Oh, as I am for your patronage, of course. Always happy to make a deal for you, find what you need. Anything you need in the causeway, you know you come to Chatty. Chatty's your man.
Absolutely.
Greg is just rolling their eyes.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Chatty.
'Tis a pleasure to be of service to you. Well, I should be getting off with this, and I guess you've got a busy half a day left, so you should be getting on with that and what you got to do.
We sure do. Anywhere around here that we can draw and chalk on the ground and not annoy all the locals?
Oh, for some sort of telepatory magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't do it anywhere in the causeway. After your previous entrance, there's been a bit of an upswing on the magical defense department. In the glen and the causeway. Best to take yourselves out of the boundaries, as it were.
Copy that. Okay.
We should get a move on then.
Head back out the way we came. Maybe we'll get a little
best of luck to
further
you
up the
now.
road.
Yeah, and you depart without incident. 45 minutes later, you're beyond the glen, and you're in the area roughly where you came in.
Maybe we should go a little bit further off the road.
Whatever you want. I don't think it matters too much, but...
Well, we don't want random people coming through with us. I don't know. Seemed like a good idea to maybe, not be in the way.
It's only open for 6 seconds.
Fair. You do you. It's your thing.
Oh wait, shoot. We need to get the tools blessed. Where were we supposed to do that?
We're meeting them in Sewell.
We're going to... Are you sure?
Did
So,
we say that?
Spoot would relay that the tools need to be blessed, but that needs to happen, but that the tools aren't actually needed until it's soaked in acid for 10 days.
Okay.
We have 10 days to get the tools blessed. So we're going
to Winton.
To Marilot to bring him a vessel full of acid.
Yeah, alright. So to Winton then.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what sigil are you using in Winton?
Didn't we throw some guy off to use the basement?
Yeah, I only have the bottom of the tavern.
Okay, great. So you draw out the lines yet again. Everybody steps in. Big lightning from the sky. Again, seemingly from nowhere. And you emerge in this sub-basement of the chipped mug, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the rundown one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
And so we head off to see our friend Marilot. Yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, the polished mug. You move upstairs and you find Glorious Bim kind of right by that entrance out of the tavern. It's like, and he looks at you, he's like, right. Yeah.
Hey, how you been?
Hey, right, I forgot. Yeah, oh, right, you already paid for this, so. Welcome back, I guess.
Thank you.
And you head on out. And not too far away, because 3 spires are fairly close to the polished mug. They're in the similar area. And you see these 3 towering spires and the door on it.
Does Spoot still have have a slot to message Marilot and tell him we're showing up? Tell him we're here?
He's used 2. So I think he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, they're 3rd level, so he's 1 more.
Because, probably not best not to piss this guy off any more than we already have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. So yeah. Spoot messages Marilot, who Spoot kind of looks at you afterwards and is like, he's definitely waiting for us.
Great. Here we are.
Yep, the door's there. It's just a simple door, which you've seen a couple of times now.
Open the door.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and once again, Ploxamag opens and says, "Oh yes, you're expected. Right this way." And the kind of giant eyeball with 4 tentacles kind of floats through the air, closing the door with some sort of ray from his eyeballs. And you find that door frame, and Ploxamag opens it, and you enter through the floating door frame into Marilot's study with all of its grand paraphernalia and a very anxious-looking, kind of half-elven male individual. Blue robes, red symbols, birch-colored skin, green eyes, brown hair. You recognize Marilot. As soon as you open the door and walk in, he's like, "Well, it took you long enough. You got the vessel, you got the acid.
We do. Where do you want it?
Right there.
Sit undisturbed for 10 days, so, we don't want to put it on your breakfast table.
Yeah, put it right there." And he points to a door and snaps his finger, and the door opens.
Great.
Inside, it's like a prepared room of some kind, like a ritual chamber. There's candles, there's incense, there's a variety of stuff going there, and there's like an altar in the center with some runes kind of glowing on the floor around it. Come on, I haven't got all day. Put it on. What? No, the acid doesn't need to be in the glass thing. You got a gold vessel, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Great. Put it on there, uncover it, and pour the acid in.
Defect.
I'll do just that.
Cool. All right, good. Now, everybody, just be on guard, because this thing's pretty pissed off at the moment, and it's trying real hard to get out. You're on the, cusp edge here. God damn it, you people take forever. And he kind of, makes a sigil and sticks his hand into the air, and then, opens the air, and out of a little cubby pulls that hunk of emerald that when you went in, it had a little piece of, black kind of floating in it, and now it's pretty much all black and just green edges. And it's vibrating angry. It's oh, God's damn it. And he just drops it in the acid. And you all hear a deafening roar. And then you hear, after the initial roar, you hear painful screams. Well, that ought to piss him off and take care of him. All right.
Hopefully. So now all we need is the priest to bless the tools.
Yep. Next
Yeah.
stop, priest. See you in 10 days.
Yeah, make sure you do. Because otherwise this thing's getting yeeted somewhere, and I haven't figured out where I'm going to dump it yet.
What
May
I
I
wanted to do
suggest-
originally. What?
What does this room smell like?
I would like to suggest Baruga.
What's
Bartera.
Perugia?
Barteria.
Barteria.
If I'm getting rid of this thing, I'm not leaving it on this plane.
Oh,
That's
I mean,
fair.
that's fair. Did you know that bodies fly in the ethereal plane? Not ethereal. What's the one?
Astral Sea.
Sea.
Astral sea.
Well, they
That's a
don't
fun one.
fly, they just kind of float until they find something to be on. There's no gravity in there.
It's great.
You've been to the Astral Sea?
Well, we haven't gone into it, but we've looked at it a few times and we put a body through for science.
Right. Okay. Spectators. Got it. All right. Now, look.
I wanted to go, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh, the tragedy if you had been lost there, I'm sure. Now, go get these tools blessed, and don't forget the Master Jeweler.
Of course.
Aye, aye.
Why don't we go speak to my old captain?
I don't know, why don't you?
Hello, darkness, my old
I
friend.
wasn't talking to you.
Who are you talking
Yep.
to?
Peace
You
out,
guys.
Lot. Nice to see
Who
you.
guys?
Ploxamag, show these fools out.
Yep. Lovely as always. Charmed.
As you should be.
Yourself.
If we go speak to Captain Spark, I'm sure, now that I'm hopefully in better graces, we can see if she knows either the priest or a jewelsmith in
priest.
Winton. I don't think we have the priest yet.
We do.
Spoot,
We
know
do.
of-
yeah, Seda tracked
have
down a
a
priest in Mendarian and messaged Spoot about it.
Yeah.
Oh, so we have to go to Mendarian.
Go to
Okay.
Mendarian. Oh, Sul is
Yeah.
where you can teleport. That's why I remembered it. Okay. That makes
Okay.
more sense.
So I'm gonna need at least one more chalk then.
Great. Let's go buy some chalk.
Um.
And we need to find a local jeweler, don't we?
Yeah. So why don't we? I mean, if anything, if we can't find one, we can go ask the captain. I'm sure that's easy enough.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Because we don't want to take a bowl full of acid and phylactery with us anywhere. We want to bring the jeweler to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for teleportation purposes, it'd be easy if they were just here.
Right. Yes, I think we should see if we can find a local jeweler. Surely they have jewelers here in Winton.
I'm sure they do. Alright, maybe we can ask the chalk shop, because they have to get gemstones anyway. So I head to, like, some sort of arcane shop, or wherever I can get the chalk.
I don't remember what's in Winton, but somewhere I've got a note.
I don't think I ever bought chalk in Winton.
No, but I think we bought other magic things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta keep better track of shops. I have not kept track of shops at all.
Boot and all of his silly spell components.
So where would you like to go?
A magic shop.
Okay. Greg,
I'm sure-
either Greg can make a history check or you can make an investigation check. Whoever wants to go to this magic shop.
I can do a history check.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one of the two that used to live here.
26.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that have the kind of high level expensive material components in town. One of them is a goblin that has connections. Has connections to the Grubby Grabs, but is like a legitimate salesperson. But does charge for his wares, but they're worth it. So,
Well, there's
there's another one who's a little more semi-legit that can procure more questionable materials, but is also reliable.
There's the goblin who might tell my dad I'm here and is kind of pricey. Then there's the cheaper dude who's pretty reliable, but also sometimes you get shit. Which one do you want?
Well, if you want, I could go alone and speak with this other goblin, so you don't have to show your face.
That's fair.
Yeah, you don't need to go in there.
Maybe
I mean, he knows you now at this point, too.
Yeah, but it's not you.
Fair. Alright, so then what am I gonna do?
You can go meet me at the,
Oh, wait, hang on. What am I gonna do? I've got that hat still, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
disguise hat.
You have to wear the hat. And I didn't prep it today because I wasn't thinking about that because I didn't even look at my spells when I came into the game.
Greg, you would also know that you came into town through the Polished Mug, which is not a place that is necessarily a place that keeps
Discreet.
secret or discreet.
Oh, he was supposed to keep it secret.
Your means may be secret, but the fact that you were there probably isn't.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I guess, yeah, the cat's out of the bag.
And we're not going to be here long anyway.
Yes, let's just make sure that that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
easy
likes
enough.
So is Defect wearing the hat of disguise?
Yes.
Yes.
You had it last.
I did. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know if you're activating it or not, but I think you have it.
Yeah, I will activate it.
Okay.
What do you look like?
Not Adis.
Not Adis.
Great. So a year later, and it's still funny.
Yep.
All right. So you make your way to the Goblin's magic shop. It's just simply called Stars and Wonders.
That's so poetical.
Yeah.
Yes. I open the door.
Yep. Inside, there's this like ancient-looking goblin with like one ear that is like a natural kind of like reddy brown, and one that like the top half is like missing and has been replaced with like wood or something, like some kind of non-flesh material.
Hello, my young sir.
Well, I don't. Look, customer. Well, do come in. I do say, how may I serve you today? I do not believe I know you. My name is Claret.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Claret.
you, Claret. We're just stopping in town just to quick refill on a couple components. I need some chalk for teleportation circles.
Very good. I do have such items. I have, let's see now. And he kind of goes around to some rifling on a shelf. I have enough for 5 castings at the moment. How many would you like?
I look at Greg.
What? How many do you need?
How many? I don't know. I've been blowing through them the past couple days.
All
But we
right.
held on to some for a while, so I don't know.
All right.
3?
Well, we have to go to there, then we have to go to there, then we have to come back to here. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll take 3.
Wonderful. For these high quality chalks and gemstones infused, that'll be 250 gold pieces for 3 sets.
Oh, they're normally only 150 each.
Well, I don't know who you're getting your chalks from, but these are high quality, refined chalks.
Grig glares.
Well, if you can maybe knock that down a little bit, I could become your best customer.
And what would that entail, if I may inquire?
Me coming back to buy more spell components.
You just said you're
Yes,
just
ma'am.
stopping through towns. You don't live here.
No, but I have a teleportation circle here that I can use. If I have a good reliable shopkeeper to come back to for some nice components.
Well, I do nothing but the best. I supply Merilot with his mundane or normal components. Anything too exotic, of course, is a special order.
Of course, and I would love to become a patron as well. A consistent one. If we can just maybe Lower that to 200.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, dice. Fuck me over. There we go, 27.
Woohoo!
So this old goblin kind of looks at you. Well, if you promise that you will be back many times to patronize my establishment here, and I am your sole provider of materials here in Winton, then I can see to dropping down to 200 for you, sure.
Greatly appreciate that. We do have a fair amount of potent spellcasters in our group, so this would be definitely helpful. Greg?
Greg glares. How many copper? I have 1,833 copper for some reason in this bag.
Why don't we just
That's
Why
about
don't we
10
just go-
gold.
drink that all down away later?
We really should.
Yeah.
We'll use that
Fine.
at the tavern.
Yeah. Yes, I will give the dude the gold.
Okay, 200
I will glare a little as I do so.
200 gold later, he slides over 3 chalks, and they are a higher quality than you are used to, Nereus. They've got very fine gemstones, and like all the materials just kind of like ground into the chalks and like mixed very finely, and in very pleasing colors as well.
Be the most beautiful circles for the 6 seconds they exist.
Right. They're gonna leave great scorched marks. Inventory. I greatly appreciate this. Now we just need to go meet up with a friend of mine briefly. But these are gorgeous, so I'm definitely gonna be back. You can rest assured.
I do appreciate my work. They are special as well. They give your spell a little extra kick.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens with this then.
Oh, well, I do wish you all the best, and make sure you do come back to Stars and Wonders.
But
Claret will be here anytime.
Of course. See you soon.
I do hope so. Have a wonderful day now.
You as well.
And you procure... you procure 3 sticks.
Cool. So now we bop on over to Black Pearl?
Yep, the black.
Where we
Yeah.
bop on over to see if anyone there knows any jewelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Classy Nick, the rotund tiefling, recognizes you as you walk up, even through your disguises. He definitely recognizes Nereus. And silently nods and lets you go in. There's a few people inside of the luxuriously appointed black velvet, black silks everywhere, red highlights. So it'd be that kind of like, it's that like dark, dimly lit, but cozy and comfortable at the same time. Kind of sultry in atmosphere. And chatting to a table, but not sitting at it, you see the familiar form of Spark Yarrow. Long hair, kind of down her back, few scars showing on her body. And today she's wearing kind of a blue dress that is cut extremely low. Almost down to like her navel almost. And it's like she was poured into it. And it is very revealing, but also not so revealing as to like leave nothing to the imagination. But it's highly suggestive.
Highly suggestive yet classy.
Yes, exactly. That's very much her vibe. It's kind of a sleeveless number, but she's got like long, kind of matching gloves on.
Opera gloves.
Yeah, like go like halfway up the arm. Yeah. And her eyes flick up as you enter, and she says something to the clients there, and then goes up. Well, now, lovey, so good to see you again. Nereus, so glad you came through for me. And she puts a hand up to your cheek and just kind of like gives it a little stroke and a quick pat.
Of course. Did you get my note?
Oh, I'm sure I did. Do remind me, though, lovey. It's been a few weeks since I've received your shipments.
The very interesting folk we found in Baltaria.
Oh, right, of course. Well, according to my informations, those individuals who took a holiday are back in power at the moment.
Yeah. I'm just, they seemed quite upset when we left, so I would just keep an eye
Indeed.
on incoming personnel from the docks.
Oh, I've got a few ears out, don't you worry, lovey. No.
But,
Please do all join at this booth here in the corner. It's so good to see you all again, yes?
of course, we were just, stopping to drop some things off from Marilot, and,
Oh, moving in higher circles, are we, lovey? Very good. So happy to hear it for you. I do love when my friends come into affluence.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily affluent, but they keep me afloat.
Indeed.
I don't have many pockets to carry things, so.
We were just running errands for Marilot, really.
Yeah, but speaking of that, one reason we're here, aside to see your beautiful establishment,
Of course.
we need to find, by about in maybe 9 days, 10 days, we need to find a master jeweler.
Master jeweler, lovey. Well,
Yeah,
Nereus.
One very confident, like cracking a phylactery confident.
Phylactery, you say?
Yeah.
Well, might be I know of a few folks who are highly skilled in the jewel magic arts.
Surely, if anyone does, it's you.
Of course. I do know my fair share of people around town, I must admit. But
I figured as
tell
much.
me, who's the lucky person? Is this a custom item? Is someone met
No.
someone special, lovey? Huh?
No, at least not yet. We're trying to.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But all things in time, I suppose.
Yeah, we're just currently pressed to stop the revival of a Draco Lich.
Oh, well then.
So we need to have a jeweler to crack that puppy open. and
Oh, I
break it.
see. Well, I certainly am sure I can find someone for you. 9 days, you say?
Well, it needs to be cracked in 10 days, so I figure 9 to be safe. To just have them ready and on standby.
Well, very well. So, I imagine they would charge by the day for such things if I were to keep them on hold. So, do you want them for 9 and 10, or just 10?
I
Just want to meet them.
We need it on day 10
yeah, we just need it
We need
on
an
day
appointment.
10.
for noon on day 10,
So, like, as long as, they can guaranteed make themselves free.
and they need to go to Marilyn.
That, I'm sure, can be arranged, lovies. No problem at all, really, I'm sure.
Alright.
Now,
How much time would you need?
well, I'm going to find the proper caliber of individual, you say, in town, make the few introductions and arrangements and invites and winings and dinings. I should have someone definitely set up within 3 or 4 days, no problem. Just a small bit of axle grease, as it were. But I hate talking about such things in here. Let's go to the office, shall we, lovey?
Of course.
That's my boy, Nereus. And she gets up and Balthazar, who came out of nowhere somehow again, as he often does, opens the door to the back office for you all to enter. Ugh, my chair keeps sinking. It's very awkward.
See, there are downsides to the fancy chair. My wooden kitchen chair never does that.
Yeah. Well, I'll think. Sometimes it does it, other times it doesn't. So I don't know. Anyway, so you are navigated into the back office. All right, Laves. So finding a master jeweler, getting him to hold out a full day. Ooh, that's going to be a pricey bit. Master jewelers for a full day, because they're not going to work a half day, Lovey. Keep them aside. You're looking at 300 gold right there. So all things considered, I think arrangements can be made, introductions can be had for about 525 gold, Lovey.
I look at Greg.
I hate this place.
We all look at Greg.
Listen,
Well,
this,
the place.
this is Spoot's story that we're doing right now. Spoot's
And
there.
he's not here.
I know.
Yeah.
It also doesn't have any money.
I know.
He's a little like you.
Listen, I only have one spell that needs components.
How about you give us a name and we'll talk to them and make the arrangements ourselves?
I
am offended, Greg, that you would think so lowly of me, that I was in this for pure profit. I am motivated to help my friends, and here you are asking me to forego the pleasure and aid of assisting you.
Wait, you can. How about you just take this out of my next profits, and then
You
also,
don't get any already.
How about I just won't eat for the next 6 years?
Deal.
Olive passes Nereus a good berry.
Right.
Good berry a day keeps the doctor away. Oh my god. Fine. I hate this town.
We all hate this town.
No. I hate this town.
I hate this whole mission.
525 gold? Jesus. You are price gouging us. You are absolutely in this for the money.
My dear goblin friend, might I remind
Everybody
you...
in Winton is in it for the money.
Well, I admit there is a bit of capitalism here to be had, for sure. But remember, there are others who would do it for much higher. By going through me, I'm getting you the most value for your coinage, Blavey.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you are welcome to attempt to find another master jeweler with the correct qualifications on your own.
Money. I say this as I'm giving the money. Like, this is ridiculous. I hate this
No,
place.
I think this is fine. I don't know who else to, trust as much.
And that's the key, Lovey. Not many people to trust in Winton, but old Spark Yarrow you can always count on. That's how I got where I am, Lovey.
Of course. Reputation.
Exactly. The most valuable coin one can have is their reputation, love.
So, 3 days?
Oh, I will have someone procured for you in 3 days, and they shall be here in 10.
Sounds good. Now what do we do for 3 days?
You are certainly welcome to stay, Lovey.
We have to go
Well,
get
we
the
have to
tools
take a
left.
side trip to Mandarian and
Oh yes,
the
we
high
need to get the
priest.
tools blessed first.
Yep.
How
Oh,
long do you think a blessing lasts?
And how much money do you think that's going to cost? I did.
The next person, if they deny, this is Tanner speaking. The next person that tries to upcharge us, I'll disintegrate them.
Okay. Greg is on board with that mission.
why is the entire Church of the Platinum Hope after the party? Who knows?
Who knows?
Is there
No
a church
idea.
left?
Understand clearly.
How many disintegrates you got?
Just one well-placed one. The right column. Alright, so is there a park or somewhere I can just make another circle?
In the park in the city?
I don't know, is there like a little park?
There are a few parks, of course, my dear. Are you looking for something a bit more discreet, though?
It's only open 6 seconds, I don't really care.
Discreet is definitely not our
Well,
thing.
there's a difference between attracting attention and not attracting attention, Lovey.
Yeah,
We are
let's
gonna have to
just
come
do
back.
it. Can we run to room and
Given
do it?
the previous
What's your hourly rate for rooms?
interactions you all had here on your last visit, especially young Greg here, I imagine you might want to be a little more hasty and discreet in your exit.
Sure. Just it does leave scorch marks on the ground. So there's that.
Might be I know of a place, Lovey. And she
Right.
nods towards Balthazar, who opens the door for you all. You just follow Balthazar. He'll take you right where you need to go, Lovey. And I'll see you all in 10 days, yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Always a pleasure, Lovey. She gets up and gives you a little peck on the cheek, Nereus.
Oop. Yes. We'll see you soon.
That's my good lad. Always eager to see you. Do be careful now out there. It's a very dangerous place, the world is.
Oh, you can say that again. Nearest will look at Olive.
I'm sorry, what?
My dear Olive, you seem to have acquired some new battle scars on your jawline.
Yeah. Yup.
They are quite impressive, love.
I'm so glad you think so. I'm gonna bare my teeth slightly at her.
Oh, quite a visage, lovey. Quite a visage indeed.
Yeah, me and Olive made nice statues for a short bit.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you are once again amongst the animated, love.
Yeah, me too.
It was not fun.
I can only imagine. Well, I won't keep you now. Just follow Balthazar. He'll show you where to go.
All right.
All right, love. Be well, all. And she closes the door as you all exit. Balthazar silently leads you out back, kind of in the direction of, you might remember, the bathing area. But instead of going through that last door, he pushes open against a wall and goes down a flight of stairs. The door, the wall closes behind you, like as soon as the last person goes down. And down the stairs, there is a large stone room here. There's some like crates or barrels or something off on the far corners and sides. It's probably about 20 feet square. But all like the crates and everything have like blankets thrown over them, so you can't really tell what they are. But like it's that kind of general shape.
Got you. All right, I'll start sketching.
What happens if we try to do this inside and there's lightning? Do we have any idea?
I will try to channel it differently.
Cool.
So I'm gonna draw the sigil on the ground to Sewell again.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting frequent flyer miles right now. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's late afternoon at this point. It's like almost dusk here.
Yeah, are we like I think now this is my 8th teleport. Do I get like 1 free at 10?
Who knows?
Did you get your card punched?
I know, right?
I need my teleporting validated.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Punch card.
so Nearest is gonna finish drawing the teleportation circle and have everybody stand in it. And this time, instead of like more so calling the lightning down, like this, like dark clouds will kind of start billowing up from the circle, and then we'll just vanish into those.
Cool.
that's
So
not-
yeah, these roiling thunder clouds kind of build once Nearest engages the magic, and you see lightning arcs between them, and then you are blasted back to Sewell. Nereus, as you finished drawing the circle, you know that like you didn't need to at this moment in time, because you could easily have taken all your friends normally. You felt like you could have taken an additional person.
Some nice chalk.
Fancy chalk.
Oh, my brain is like not. I was like, shit. Who did I leave behind? Traumatized after defect.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
defect.
Okay. Now I get what you're saying. Okay. Shit. What did I do this time?
Who do I forget now?
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
All right. And
Great.
how far? Because we did this trip before. How long did it take me and Defect on our bro trip to Sewell? Was it like an hour flying?
No, it
Sanitarian.
took like 4 hours.
Okay. Well, if it's encroaching dusk, why don't we? Olive, do you want to start tonight? Get a couple hours in.
We can.
Where do we
what
appear
day
in
is this?
Sewell?
We're in the ruins again.
You're back in the ruins,
Yeah.
which Callum's there, and he's like, "You're back. Okay."
It's a lot of errands right now.
Oh, okay.
Mile run. Point run.
Oh God. Yeah. Do you have polymorph prepared?
I do. I always have
Okay.
polymorph prepared.
All right. All right. So, do you all want to get a couple hours in tonight?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's
I think
go.
I think I can only do 1 hour because I think this is still the same day that I was the seal of disapproval.
Yep.
So
Oh, if we haven't short rested.
Not yet.
Okay. Whatever. I mean,
You've been
An
walking
hour.
and going and walking and going and doing and this and that and da 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 da.
yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
I mean, even an hour is not bad. You just get an
No.
hour in.
Yeah. Here it's like, it's like when you left Winton, it was like late evening or early evening. Here it's like later afternoon, like around 5 or so.
Oh, it got earlier. Okay.
Yeah, because you went west.
Oh yeah, time zones.
Right.
They're a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, let's try to at least get an hour in, and then maybe we can walk for another hour after that.
We
Okay.
could also, go for an hour, rest a bit, go for another hour.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
one polymorph.
All
I
right.
polymorph boot.
Those who polymorph can polymorph.
I polymorph defect. I turn into an eagle myself. We all squawk at each other, scoop up the smaller party members, and head on our merry old way.
Yes.
Yes. As you go, Caleb just kind of like looks out after you and goes, "Those people are so weird,
We are.
fascinating, but weird," and just kind of goes back to the ruins to finish up whatever he was working on. But you fly for an hour without any issue.
Do we want to
You
rest?
feel the spells.
Yeah, we find a safe place to land.
Do we want to just walk an hour or rest, fly again? Like what? Could do it? Does it look like we could short rest or can we short rest that goes to a long rest? I don't think we can.
You can take a short rest if you want.
But then can we like long rest in another hour?
Sure.
Oh,
Are
okay.
there rules about that?
I know sometimes you can't do you can't do rests too close together.
Yeah, you might. Like, you won't gain any, like, crazy real benefits from it, like, if you were doing it for, like, spell recovery or whatever. But since it's really just Olive who needs this rest, it's less of a deal, and I'm willing to, like, say whatever.
Okay.
What if Olive rode on Defect's shoulders while we walked?
I mean,
possible.
I can cast polymorph again, and one of you just has to carry me too.
I don't know if the
I mean, probably Defect could do that because Greg's not too heavy.
Yeah, I would say that'd be fine.
All right, we can do that then.
Okay, so we can get to a couple hours.
Do another hour.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So 2 polymorphs, and I think that's good for tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you make your way, and again, the spell begins to wear off, and you land kind of along the road here because it kind of follows the coastline kind of up. And you figure you're about halfway or so.
Greg, do you want to do the thing?
Quite fun.
The tent appears.
It's my favorite.
We peek inside the chest in the tent. Is it empty now?
Yep, because you gave the gold to Chatty.
Yeah, we took it out of the back package. We've not used it this way before. Olive's curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was identified that this was a feature long ago, but you've never really made use of it.
We've never really used it.
Nope.
Yeah.
But yeah, indeed, it is indeed empty.
Great.
So about tomorrow, when me and Defect were in Mandarian, before we left, we got stopped by that gray-skinned being that says he was ripped from his home and he wants to go back. I'm assuming that when you guys did that, that was with the other fella.
What?
Huh?
What? No, when me and Defect were in Mandarian, we got stopped by some guy with a grey skin. Says he was ripped from his plane of existence and he wants to go home.
Oh. Yeah.
I assume if you all did that, that was before me.
It was before you.
It was actually before Olive as well.
Yeah, Olive has no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's only Greg.
Greg and
Yeah,
Spoot.
Greg, Spoot, and I.
Oh, yeah, and Spoot, right.
What? You talked to somebody? What?
He says he wants to go home.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
I mean, I want to go home too, but
I could. Technically, wasn't able to at the time. I think Spoot knows the spell as well. I'm just making you all aware, just in case, like, he does stop us again. He didn't seem too happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I thought you had to walk through a portal to, go through it.
Well, there's
we
magic.
have to be in the circle.
You know this spell that made Olive go poof against the Sphinx?
oh yeah, we could just
Yes.
banish him.
Yeah, if you banish a creature from another plane, they stay there.
They go home.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the thing.
If
so
I-
then you do know how to do it. I don't know how to do that.
I know. I'm just saying that he might confront us. I can do it, but I'm just saying he might confront.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. We can
You're
banish
saying we
people.
shouldn't kill him.
I mean, if we can avoid a confrontation by me just spending one spell, that I'd
Got
prefer
it.
doing
No,
that.
that's great. Great. I just was unclear why you were mentioning it because I wasn't on this adventure.
No, of course. I'm just saying he didn't seem all too happy.
Got it.
Yeah.
We do tend to make people unhappy.
We're super
That's fair.
popular everywhere we go.
Oh, yes. Alright, I'll
Cool.
take first watch.
Sure.
Sure,
Uh,
I can do second.
the night goes by without anything that you couldn't handle happening. This is not an area rife with large, crazy monsters. This area of the withered pines, just south of the favored stretch, is fairly well patrolled, so there's not even a lot of bandit activity here. Most of them have been scared off because of the construction of Mendarian. Or they've migrated there, who knows?
That's fair.
So you can all apply a long rest
Oh, goody.
and wake up the next morning halfway between Sewell and Mendarian.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. For some reason, the
more-
watch blade never resets when I
Yeah,
take a long rest.
generally
But
I
I
have to do
remember-
that. With magic items, I have to do that manually.
Yeah, but I remembered, so I did it now.
I would like... Olive, do you want to do 2 more?
Sure.
Alright. 2 more polymorphs.
All right, easy enough to do. Expending the spell slot and the wild shapes,
Yep.
you are able to, towards the end, you see of this towards the end of the second casting of the spell, you find yourself a familiar sight to some of you, though perhaps not from this angle. You see the city of Mendarian in its early stages of construction. There is a large wall set far out from the central city, which is currently split into like 2 sections, one on either side of the estuary of the Divide River, which feeds into the tip of Triangle Bay. You see multiple pylons have been constructed in an effort over a massive bridge. The river is about a mile wide at this point, and there are small little islands kind of here and there. Pylons driven down into the river, driven into those islands, and a large bridge kind of spanning across. The additional pylons are for future expansions of the bridge. It is a very impressive bit of engineering, looking at it. You can see there's a tall spire that's been constructed in one kind of point, or at least taller than everything around it. There are streets filled with people of all sorts coming down, buildings of stone and timber, and then towards the outer walls, it's farmland, like the farms for this thing. So the walls are a couple miles out from the center of the city. But you are flying above them, so it's less of a problem.
What are walls?
Indeed. You fly into Mendarian, and as the spell starts to pull, you find yourselves able to land just before the outskirts of where like the city is. There's like a wooded park. You can be a little bit more discreet in your landing if you so desire.
Probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Much as we seem to enjoy announcing our presence in very dramatic ways, maybe we could,
Mildly subtle.
Very
yeah.
good. Yeah, easy enough to do. You land and then exit this little park or copse of trees or whatever it is, and begin walking towards the outskirts of the city. This is a city that is in a constant state of construction, like it is constantly being built. But it seems like there's a plan in place. It's not just reactionary. It is being well thought about. You can see construction crews. There's a lot of humans, orcish individuals, a few elven folk, a bunch of halflings, couple of gnomes. Very occasionally you see a tiefling, but they're not super common over here. And there are quite a few, actually, dragonborn as well, just out and about, intermixed with folk. But as you walk into this bustling, not metropolis, but it's trying to get there, you know. It's been being built for about 10 years now. And so this is early phase of construction, but still pretty happening. You are walking through and looking for whatever Spoot has told you were looking for, or whoever you were looking for. And as you walk through the city looking around aimlessly, that's where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged.
Sweet.
So that's it. Good job, everyone. You got the stuff. You got all the stuff, and you got the phylactery. Like,
and we spent all the money.
There was a big count. Well, what's the point of money if you don't spend it?
I mean, fair.
There was a very close countdown. Because if you didn't show up on the day you showed up, then Marilot was going to have to get rid of that thing, and there was no good choice to be made on where he could throw it. So,
But now it's in acid because we made friends with the guy with the bad puns, the patinaed prankster.
Mm-hmm. Colaxarius. Or Colaxavarius, I should say.
Was there an L in there?
Yes, Colaxavarius.
That would be why I was having trouble pronouncing it.
I mean, it could have been coax, but yeah, he's the guy the cables are named after. So
yeah, totally. He invented them, I'm sure.
Oh god,
they are copper.
They are ancient.
They are. Yeah, there is a. And as I've Got It points out, you wisely didn't tell Marilot the fireball joke.
Right. Because Marilot is known for his sense of humor.
Yeah, he's a persnickety individual. But he helps you. He's just...
all business. I love him.
He's just got a lot going on in his life.
Greg likes him because he gets to the point.
Yes.
He is very direct. I will say that, yes. 100% he's direct. Oh, but thank you, I've Got It. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you, players. Thank you, everyone who came in. Thank you, Mr. Pizza. Everyone who showed up. I saw NYC Zomb in there. So thank you all for joining us this evening. We will be back next week at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, the 26th of April. Woo! I will have done a long work day the day before, so it'll be fun and exciting. We'll go around, we'll say our goodbyes, and I'll figure out who we are going to raid this evening. Let's start at the bottom of the ladder rung. We have Nereus.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week, and hopefully we can finish this Dracolich.
The issue.
Yep.
Very good.
Although this was a long day. What 2 days that we just did?
Very cool. Nice. Next up, we have Olive.
That's me. I am Olive. I am also Sarah. And thanks for coming to watch us. And I'm really sorry about the seal of disapproval. And we have social media, newly forged in places like Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and the bird thing. You should like and follow and subscribe and all those good things for us because we're cool.
Indeed we are. Very cool. Great. Wonderful. Next up, we got Greg, the myth, the legend.
That's me. I'm Greg. Also Amber. Ta-da!
Thanks for coming in.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Wonderful. And then, of course,
Brings
Defect.
it up to me. Yes, I've been Defect. Mike, in real life, thank you guys for watching. Catch you all next week.
Wonderful. And I am Jared. I have been your Dungeon Master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you all very much for joining us. It's a crazy time right now. Be safe out there. Be kind to each other. Don't be a dick. Be safe. Be smart. Make life better for yourself and others. And I don't know. Eat cookies, because everybody likes cookies. I've got it. Thank you for being the best moderator on Twitch and supportive of all the stuff we've done over the past 3 years. So thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, players. Thank you, everyone. We're going to raid Peanut Pie tonight via a request from Ives Got It, playing some Elden Ring, apparently. So we're going to do that. And we're going to hop in the raid. We're going to shout, "You've been newly raided." It's going to be a good time. And thank you all very much for being here. We'll see you next week at 7 p.m. right here on Twitch for the next episode, 114 of Nuuli Forged. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Night.